Hi, welcome everyone. Today I am just going to be practicing out of a book and just kind of learning as I go through it. The book is called Force Drawing, the Human Anatomy book. There is this book. It's his main book. The guy that made the series, this is the first one. Force Dynamic Life Drawing. I highly recommend it. But then eventually followed up at some point and made this one, which kind of just focuses more on the anatomy. This book is kind of like figure drawing, but getting more movement out of figure drawing, not so much rendering. I really hope my mic is not picking up whatever asshole decided to start mowing his lawn. God damn cocksucker. You gotta be kidding me. Anyhow, so his book, fuck it. I'm just gonna draw from it. I don't feel like explaining it. Buy the thing. And then maybe you can join me at some point. Today I'm going to be going through the abs section of the book. So this one will start out on abs and front. So he kind of shows all the muscles. He starts out each chapter with like kind of like a medical looking version of the drawings. So that's going to be probably the section that I need the most work on, is because these stupid ab things, I hate drawing these things on people. I don't know, they're so symmetrical, they're tough to get right, and also I don't know anything about them yet. All right, anyways, that's kind of like the simple version. I put this on mute and it is still making sounds. Okay, whatever the heck this is. Obliques. Bilateral contraction helps bend the abdomen side to side and assists in rotation of trunk. Oh, I think I spelled that wrong also. I mean, I do feel like it is kind of like useful to learn what these muscles are supposed to be doing for you. Their function, I feel like, helps me kind of think about it more when I go to draw them. Abdominals pulls the chest to the pelvis, causing the vertebrae to stretch. Okay, I mean, I feel like that one doesn't really help me though. Serratus. sounds like maybe it's like some old guy from like Greek times, maybe. This is Sir Addis. Or maybe it's serratus. Hold scapula close to the rib cage. Elevates ribs when scapula is fixed. Man, these are not really helping me too much. But anyways, you can at least see where they are. I think that's probably the main purpose of what he's doing here. Now he's got, the next page is the torso and all the different ways it bends. So what's nice about his book is he is mainly focusing on movement. So I'll draw this one first, actually, because this is the more neutral looking one. Kind of classic bean shape. Chest, abs, crotch, maybe pelvis probably is what the smarter people say. Although he marks these 1, 2, 3 and then doesn't specify anywhere. All right, so here's the primary drawing force in this. So you always have like a movement, like a stretch and a contraction is pretty much, that's probably the thing I learned the most out of this book is like if one thing's stretching, then the other piece needs to be contracting. And then there you go. You're save yourself buying the book. No, you should still buy it. It's actually pretty awesome. So chest and bend in the abdomen and pelvis. And he has it going like this to kind of always show you where the contraction is. Why are these marked A, B, C, D, and E? I feel like he wants me to know that for some reason. Oh, oops. Still trying to figure out how all these things work on this StreamYards. Okay. Let's see. I'll do the stretch first. I'm gonna be so pissed if that guy's hedge trimmer thing is showing up on this broadcast. I kept waiting forever to finally start the thing, and then as soon as I start it, it's like, okay, let's, now that he's live, let me start doing this incredibly noisy activity. I always hit undo too much. It's like almost become like an OCD thing. And I'm really trying to not do that anymore. And it's, I feel like the hardest habit I've ever had to break. I've almost gotten so used to just like using undo, just no matter what, like the first stroke will never be right. So I feel like this stream is going to be more quieter than I even anticipated because this is kind of like requiring concentration. Okay. So another stretch and contraction. And now he's getting closer. Like, I don't care if the grass gets cut or not. Just stop making noise. I forgot to do the blue arrows first. This one doesn't really have as good of a stretch, so nothing too dynamic. But, you know, I guess not everything is people constantly like twisting as much as they can. It would just be downright crazy. Well, this has a pretty good twist going this way. And then the contraction. It doesn't have an arrow this time, just kind of circling where it would be. And last but not least, letter E. So he's got a pretty strong bend on this one. think, like I didn't think about hitting undo, and I did that last drawing without hitting that. And then as soon as I remembered that, like all I wanted to do is hit undo. How the fuck is this person twisting? It just... Oh, he's also got orange for some reason again here. I don't know. I think that's applied force or something. There's like, oh yeah, there's orange on a bunch of these. I forgot what this meant, but I'll color it orange anyway. It is called going the distance. All right, what's he say about all this shit? The core is the area of muscles between the hard structure of the rib cage and the pelvis. Okay. This region is composed of numerous muscles, primarily the abdomen. I pointed that out earlier. Serratus and obliques. Well, at least like this area only has kind of 3 major muscle groups. A couple of the other ones, and more than that, they're complicated. The neck and shit was a little tough. The above drawings show how directional, applied, I was right, the orange was applied, and contraction forces act upon these 2 rigid structures through bending and lateral rotations. Oh my god, this is going to take me a long time. That was one fucking page. Oh, good lord. This might be a stream where I only do the front or something, maybe. There's a lot of drawings in this damn thing. Here are more samples of similar actions with more detailed anatomy. Note the C-like forces in the drawing on the left. Alright, so you just kind of drew the same shit again, but now they're detailed. I don't want to draw them again, but maybe I won't do the detailed version. I'll do like kind of how they were on the last page. Anyway, how'd they look? Oh, yeah. Yes. So the forces here directional force. And the contractional, definitely probably not a real word, is there. I forgot another one. I guess there's some applied force here. Directional force. The applied force is orange. The next one has all types of shit going on. He's got this thing twisted, turning, bending. I'm going to listen to those broadcasts afterwards, and if I can hear that fucking whatever the thing trimmer that guy's using in this video, I'm going to possibly murder someone. Should not be saying that on a broadcast, but you can use this in court. One thing I didn't know at the beginning of this chapter, he said there was 8 muscles on the abdomen. So when people are saying they have a six pack, they're stupid, because you could easily be having an additional pack. Chest is like funky as fuck. Always get the wrong like angle on that thing. Okay. So we got some directional forces here. Some twist up in here. More applied force, directional force. Here's the applied force. I feel like there's really not much of a difference, but whatever. That's how the guy wrote it. What do I know? And then over here, a little bitty, tiny contraction. And I'll try to make these outlines a little bit darker now. I think think this is the missing pack down here that people never brag about. But next time someone tells me I got a 6-pack, I'm just going to laugh and be like, what about the other 2? Why would you brag about 6 when there's fucking 8, dude? I mean, it's like as stupid as bragging that you got 2-pack. Always in even numbers, though. Never hear about 3-packs. I mean, surely there's got to be someone that really focused and were like, I don't want this many. And then maybe they like gave up halfway through one of the packs. And then only ended up with like an odd number of packs. So, oh my God, this is really going to take me a long time to do this whole chapter. I might have to do more than one stream to fit all this in. Now the next one he is kind of just leaning again, but more of a front lean with the really hard to talk and concentrate. I'm not one of those people that can do multiple things. It really is one or the other. Like once you're talking, then it's like you lose 15% of your brain. I just made that up, but it really feels like that's probably scientifically proven somewhere. So that's not the best one. Oops. I never really drew these serratus things before. So they're kind of just like just a couple of triangles. Go back to the directional force, and this was a little bit of bend right here. Contraction. This is where you get the contraction right here. So the directional thing also I usually think of. I hardly ever call it the directional thing. Even though that's what he wrote out, I always just look at it as like the squash and stretch kind of. And then the applied forces. So these will be the areas that are getting that stretch. I could try to like clean that up and make it neater, but there's really no point in that. But I will add those extra couple abs because I would feel bad to leave this dude with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, he would have a 6-pack. It's just that 2 of the packs are on the wrong side. So now he can have the full 8-pack bragging pack. Full pack for this fella. No pack left behind. Okay, what's he say about this chapter? No. This is a section I just did. Here are more samples of similar actions with more detailed anatomy. Note the sea-like forces in the drawing on the left. I assume he meant this one because this is just like a C shape. I think I read before that there's only like a couple shapes like C, reverse C, I think S, reverse S. I don't know, something like that. This is all you can really do with the abdomen. It's like, dude, somehow this guy keeps getting like closer and closer every like 2 minutes. Like what grass is he trying to get to? Very annoyed by this guy. I'm losing viewers by the second. I just went from 2 to 1. I have to assume it's because of this guy and his obsession with cutting grass. Like, let the shit grow out a little bit. Like, I always just cut the grass like mullet style, I guess. So I could cut it in the front yard because that's the shit people could see, and then you just let it grow out in the back because fuck it. Okay. Next part, the core muscles allow the body to bend and rotate in numerous directions. It is this region that gives us torque. Due to the rotation between the ribcage and the pelvis, I use the spatial direction of the navel and the sternum to help me understand how the abdomen functions between these two. What? It's like a fucking math problem. I already forgot what the sternum was. See the shapes of these rigid forms and try to find the straight to curves within them. The image on the left is more straightforward, and therefore the shapes of the rib cage and the pelvis are more symmetrical. On the right, the rotation helps define the four shapes. Whatever. I'm just going to draw the stupid thing. Maybe I should draw it and then read it. So you got the chest areas, arms, upward, whatever. There, what? Another person's joining? Now there's like multiple grass cutting machines. Oh my god. It's like an orchestra of fucking grass cutters now. You have to be kidding me. Like, and for some reason they like take forever to cut this shit. Like, just hurry up, run through, cut the shit. Like, what are you gonna take like all fucking day? Like, all he's gonna do is inspire more people to like get out and cut the grass. It's like yawning. I feel like this grass cutting is having like a chain reaction, like someone sitting in their house hearing it, and he's like, you know what? Now I suddenly too want to cut the grass. Like, he's inspiring more fucking morons to come over here and ruin my stream. There's a first stream also, so it's off to a very good start. So this is going to be an indication of how things are going to be going on YouTube. YouTube's. All right. I forgot what he even said about this. Something with the shapes. I don't know. It's really bright. Darken this bitch back up. Every time I remember oh, I haven't hit undo in a while, then it fucks up my undo game again. And then I immediately need to hit undo to quench my undo thirst. Okay. I think he was doing something with forceful shapes or something. I gotta read that thing again. But he does have little pictures over on the side of just the shape he's trying to make. That was an easier one. This other one has a lot of bends in it. Oh man, let's point it every which direction you could get on this one. I feel like the grass people are giving up. It was useless. Cut the grass, all it does is grow back, dude. You're wasting your fucking time and your life. This one, he's really got this thing pointed out in 3D space like this. Going underneath. You got a big ass twist right here with this part of the body pointed out this way. Oops. That was an undo that was worthy. I deserved that undo. I think maybe that's how I should look at them. As long as they are just, then an undo is okay. Okay, I snuck that one in there, but that doesn't count. He's getting closer again. How does he get farther away and then closer? You were already close. What, did you not cut the fucking grass when you were over here last time? How could you need to come back? He's I don't know, a serial killer or something. He just keeps returning. Okay. And the underneathness. And I got to read what he wrote about all this again because I already forgot the point he was trying to make of this section. I feel like if I draw them and then read afterwards, then it kind of like makes more sense because it's like, oh, now I did what you're explaining, so now I understand it more. Okay. Core muscles allow the body to bend and rotate in numerous directions. It is this region that gives us torque due to the rotation between the rib cage and the pelvis. I use the spatial direction of the navel and the sternum. To help me understand how the abdomen functions. So now I understand. He uses the direction of the. Let me just read the sentence again. I use the spatial direction of the navel and the sternum to help me understand how the abdomen functions between these two structures. Okay, fucked up the navel on the other one. See the shapes of these rigid forms and try to find the straight to curve within them. I didn't really think about the straight to curve. I was drawing it. The image on the left is more straightforward, and therefore the shape of the rib cage and the pelvis are more symmetrical. On the right, the rotation helps define the force shapes. Okay, the next one. If you are reading along at home, I'm now on page 191 of this book. Shit, where'd that go? This one. Force Drawing Human Anatomy Force Drawing Series. Look, if you order it today, you could get it as soon as Thursday, November 11th. And we could draw together. Okay. The slight tension in the abs helps hunch the body forward over the left leg. I wonder how many views I have on YouTube right now if anyone's watching this. Yeah, fuck it. I don't know how to figure that out right now. Page 191. The slight tension in the abs help hunch the body forward over the left leg. Notice in the original drawing the wrinkle of the belly to the belly button. This simple line defines the anatomy and form of the figure. The wrinkle. Okay. So the next picture, the dude's just leaning over a little bit. These are not super dynamic poses right now. So it's kind of got a force like that. And there's going to be the contraction. So the stretch is here. Contraction over here. And the abdomen muscles really go down pretty far. I didn't realize they're like crotch muscles, basically. It's interesting. So you do learn something from drawing out of these books. I learned that my crotch rocks. Crotch rock. And we got some. I mean, it's probably unnecessary to draw some of these parts, but there is some good force that he has going on, especially like this like neck area, man. I can never like attempt to do this on my own like that. I just always need to like refer back to it. It's very annoying. But yeah, I really like the stretch that he had right here on this neck. That's really cool. I forget what this guy, if he ever worked at a studio. I think maybe he teaches animators, Disney animators. Mike Matisse? How do you say? But he's really like, I feel like a lot of books are just like, they throw all these like terms and little ligaments of the body at you, and it's like, hold on, sneeze is a coming. Wait, it snuck out as a yawn. Not sure how that happened. That was crazy, but I know that the sneeze is still out there behind enemy lines. It will eventually manifest itself. Kind of skipped the arm chapter. That's actually the chapter I should be on right now. But I felt like that would have been not as interesting to do live for some reason. Also, there was like a lot of shit with hands. And man, it's not going to be fun watching me struggle with that. It's just going to be sad, actually. So I was like, maybe I should do that one offline or something, because that'll just be too much pity for me. See, I do remember over here I said he's using these things to do a guide or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever. But he is using them. So I will also draw random arrows. It's kind of like cheating. Like doing the math problem, and they're like, show your work. And you're like, all right, here's just some random numbers. Show your work. What fucking assholes they were in school. Like, dude, there was times that I did shit in my head and they'd be like, that doesn't count. You still have to show your work. Like, why? I can't just be a genius. Or if it was just easy and you'd still have to show your work. It's just like, there's like no winning. Now we go with these back to the pack. This guy, he went back to 6. I don't know where his missing pack is. Maybe that's what he's looking for. He's like, where's my missing pack? That's how it is in the drawing. He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a missing pack somewhere. Because this guy had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got the full set. He did that extra rep at the gym. I think that's how you get that last pack. Like if you're supposed to do 10 reps, 8-pack dudes, he's doing 11. See, whenever I talk too much, then I fuck up the drawing. All right, so what are we trying to learn me over here with this one? Let me color this bitch in. Trying to be all fucking cute and funny and shit. And now it's all out of whack. He's got it. Darker green on these ones. Oh, I didn't really draw the serratus thing again. So noble. Yes, I'm Sir Adis, and this is Madame. I don't know. Madame Muscle. My damn muscle hurt. I can still hear them cutting grass. It just never ends. I don't know if most people are talking more. They're probably not also actually like learning as they are live streaming. But that's kind of why I thought this would be interesting, because I'm like, I'm not an expert or anything at this, so like, you know, maybe it'll be interesting to watch me struggle. And you kind of like learn with, as opposed to by. Learn by. Okay. He says the slight tension in the abs helps hunch the body forward over the left leg. Oh. He has the contraction thing over here. And then the directional forces were coming this way. And then that beautiful neck one that man, that is just such a great like curve there. So in order to get this directional force, it's this that is pulling you forward. is what he's saying. So I drew all that to learn that. Cool. This should be a little back some. On to the next page, they say. Maybe I should only do like a little bit at a time. Oh my god. There's still 2 more pages for just the front. Okay, I'll ask a vote. Should I stop after I do just the front and then keep each video a different section? Okay. The votes are coming in, and it's it's silence. No one said anything, so I will probably, in an effort to make this a little simpler for people, myself, just stick each video as a section. So the next 2 pages are the last ones for this section, which would be the abs, obliques, serratus, and lats front. Because after this page, it goes to the side ones. And I've been streaming for an hour, and I feel like I'm also hungry. I think that's mainly why. The hunger. Why I want to stop. Okay. Page 192. Most of the time, the force of the upper or thoracic region of the back is directed into the abdomen. In the original drawing, see how I grabbed the far edge of the abdomen to define anatomy and volume. No, I don't see how you did that. See how I grabbed the far edge of the abdomen to define anatomy and volume. No. All right, I'll draw it, and then maybe afterwards I'll understand. That seems to be typically how it works. More grass cutters. There's like a whole team of them now. They've like multiplied like gremlins or something. Like, I seriously hear at least 3 grass cutters now, when before there was just one. They're over here like focusing on every fucking blade, just like blade of grass. Just fucking perfectionists. He's really got the body all leaned over like crazy in this one. This is kind of a weird pose, man. I don't know how this guy would be standing like this. I don't know what the fuck this guy would. I don't know. The last guy, he was like leaning over on his like leg, like this dude. Like, that's a pose that makes sense. Like he's, I don't know, searching, doing something, but I don't know what the fuck this guy. If I saw someone standing like this dude, I'd just be like, this dude's wild, man. I just try to get away from him. He's probably gonna try to piss on me or hit me with his 8-pack. Maybe he's just trying to show us how the abdomen moves and it's not as like serious as I'm making it. Let's see, then he has him kind of like leaning back like this. Oh yeah, that's another thing I usually do after I like do a chapter. I usually I'll probably do that before I end the stream. I'll go online and like look at some pictures and do studies of actual real life humans and look at their 8-packs and then draw them so it's kind of like I didn't just copy some images out of a book. You know, you're like applying what you learned and all that extra effort bullshit. See, and then he's got the dude's hands like, look at my dick. What do you think? I mean, seriously, I feel like I'm kind of accurate in how this drawing is on the paper. I might have a little more dick thrust than the original, but it's kind of similar to this. Like, let me kind of line things up here. A little smaller. Dude, digital drawing is like so much better. You could just be like, oh yeah, I messed this up. Let me just completely resize it. Well, I skipped the section on the arms, so my arms are allowed to not look great. Okay, let's do what we came here for, the fucking ab section. Enough with all the other lollygagging. And he's got all 8 of these bitches. Oh man, this was a really hard pose. Well, see, this is why I wanted to do it live, so that you could see what it's like to not do it correctly. Also, I just did not feel like trying to like get some recording software or something and then like go back through and edit mistakes out. Just, oh my God, felt so much more time consuming. This picture looks retarded. Oh well, whatever. It looks kind of weird on his too, though, but better weird. Way too many lines over here. Here's the directional forces on this. Actually, it's supposed to be back here so you can see that it's okay. And a reread. Most of the time, the force of the upper or thoracic region of the back is directed into the abdomen. See how I grabbed the far edge of the abdomen to define anatomy. Oh yeah, I think I might have made it too far. Oh, you can't win them all, right? Should be like that. Okay, I'm just going to move on. Here's a figure drawing with its own goal written below it, twisted torso. During my classes, I have students write what it is they want to accomplish prior to drawing the model. It's a good idea. This focuses the mind on a goal. As you can see above, my goal was to twist the torso. That's not a drawing I really want to do. It's just, I don't know, it's cool, but it's a little sketchy. Oh, cool, the end of the chapter. Exercises and tips. Use the navel to define the vertical start location of the bottom two abs. Then place a line between the bottom of the ribs and the navel. This line defines the top four abs, then the last two abs at the bottom of the ribs just under the pecs. What? That's fucking baffling. All right. What I'm going to do is check out some real live photos of human beings and draw their abdomens. Whew. Exciting shit. For this, I'm going to be using onair.com or something, onairvideo.com. You might know it by Croaky Cafe. I guess they couldn't get that domain. What? I really need to stretch before I do this last drawing. Oh my god. Oh, that was a really good stretch. Whew. Croaky Cafe is a great source for resources and references of figures. They have a model database, so you can look at a bunch of naked people. It is useful. I'm going to draw one right now. Oops. So I need to get one that is a figure model from the front. Okay. Let me read his exercises and tips one time. From the front view, the side of the body that bends is determined by the side where the obliques contract. Use the direction of the pecs and the hips to find rotation moments that create torque. Okay, I found a picture that kind of does it actually. Use the navel to define the vertical start location of the bottom two abs. So the navel is where the bottom two abs start. Let me see. I didn't draw a navel on that one. Oh, okay. That is true. Then place a line between the bottom of the ribs and the navel. This line defines the top four abs. The bottom of the ribs and the navel. Then the last two abs. How many abs does this fucking person have? Jesus Christ. Then the last two abs or at the bottom. Okay. I think I found a typo. Then the last two ribs are at the bottom of the ribs. And the last two abs are at the bottom of the ribs. Just under the pecs. I don't know, whatever. All right, I'll just do a couple of quick studies here. So this bitch has got some stretch going on here. She's definitely pointing her titties this way. So, bam. Let's have them going on yonder way. And over here is going to be that awesome contraction thing. And then the navel pointing this way. So the stretch should probably be a little more than that. Women, I think, I always forget this, but I read in one book, I think women have lower belly buttons. This is on screen. Lower. I think it's placed lower on them. Or is it placed higher on them? See, I don't remember. But it's one of those two things. And when I learned that and I started doing it, I was like, oh, wow, this actually was a really good tip and helps. Add that like extra bit of realness. But as you could tell, I don't even remember what the fucking tip was supposed to be. So yeah, her pelvis is definitely facing this way. So but I don't want to draw that part. I only really came here for the titties and the abs, which I will leave the nipples off in case YouTube gets all whiny about that, because someone's like, oh my God, I saw a drawn nipple by a mediocre artist. Yes, I almost said artist, but okay, there's her abs right here. I mean, abs, ribs. So she doesn't really have defined muscles, really. So I'll probably draw a dude next. This also took me too long to do. I started trying to act like I was funny. Normally I try to bust these out a little quicker. I think I made her torso way too long. Let's give you a little less torso. Sorry, I know you're enjoying it, but can't always get what you want. I would like a longer torso as well. Okay, so I have this set up kind of. Now, how do I draw abs and shit? What do you say? The top two are like here, and then bottom two are like here. I think maybe one's like this, and then this one's like pretty long. Hey, I feel like I learned something. Oh yeah, I think I'm definitely done after this next picture because I think I have an Amazon book just came and way too obsessed with books. Oh, and my stomach's growling. Hope the mic picked that up. That'd be really cool. I think that abdomen is still too long. Because I think her chest is like supposed to be like right up above that. Maybe it'll. Let me move this and see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks better. Serratus muscle things are under here. I guess they do that. Well, also these abs are supposed to be like, I think they get like wider or something. Anyway, that's a little too dark. Let's leave it like that. Then I'll do my I did the directional forces already, but I should have did it in blue. And the contraction would be there's also the directional force on her is coming this way and then out through here. All right, let me do the next one. I'll draw some dude with really defined abs. There's a lot of times with women that are not as muscular, little fat creatures. They retain fat very, very well. Okay, this dude, you could kind of see his abs a bit. Let me see if I could get a more fit guy. This just sounds so bad. This guy's not fit enough for me. Oh, this dude's really got some fucking abs. They look weird though. What's wrong with him? You could see them, but they do not look like anything I've ever seen in a medical dictionary or Pictionary. Let me get a normal human. That guy looked like a fucking alien monster. Okay, this guy's got abs that make more sense. I just need to find one that's from the front a little bit. Mm-hmm. Sorry you can't see these pictures, but they are full-blown naked. That's a good one. I can't imagine anyone ever watching this stream. It is very slow. I have no interest in speeding up, though. Okay, this one's a pretty good one. You just can't really see his legs. That's the only problem. I'll go with this one. Oh, shit. Well, why'd that happen? I hope that didn't kick me off the stream. Whoa. It just made that dude's dick big as fuck on my other monitor. It was huge. Like, zoomed right in on that. Bastards. I couldn't click off fast enough. Where did that picture go, though? Because that was a pretty good picture of abs. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, full screen was useful. Okay, I'm actually ready. Okay, so the directional force for this, he's got quite a lean going on. So it's going to be back like this. And the pinch will be here. Maybe a little lower. Although I'm not sure how well I'm going to get this to line up, but what happened to my nice line? Let me look at this page real quick. Okay. Chest is maybe more facing like it's really not that far. I don't even know how to draw that arrow. Chest is almost facing like right at the viewer. Oh, yeah, I would love to draw that nipple, but just in case. Well, it is a dude, but I'm gonna go nippleless and wienerless on everyone I draw for live streams. Croquis Cafe used to be on YouTube, and you could even, I think, see like the nude people. They'd have videos that are like a half hour, and that was me drinking. I probably should like mute or something when I do that, but anyway, Croquis Cafe, they would have like half hour videos online, or like the person would pose for like a minute, and then you do like 5 1-minute drawings, and then a couple 2-minute drawings, and then a 5-minute drawing. That was really great. And then one day I was like, oh yeah, we're not allowed to be here anymore. I think you had to say you're 18 or something even to watch the videos. But it was still like a problem. As if you can't just like, you could literally just type porn into Google and just see like whatever you like, your heart's content. But, you know, God forbid if we have like a figure drawing resource on YouTube. Okay, so this dude's kind of set up a little bit like this. Yeah, his belly button is almost not existent. I think he was so muscular that he like absorbed his own belly button? Or like worked it out? And he's kind of leaning a little bit more with the chest. They're fucking back? How is that possible? Where did they go? Why don't you just cut all of the grass while you're there? What are you like? Oh, I'll cut just a tiny bit and then I come back. And then he's closer again. Oh my God. It really is a horror movie. Oh man, that has to be on the mic now. Okay, I gotta hurry up and just stop fucking around and make this thing already. So he's got 1. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4? Where does this guy's abs actually begin? Holy shit. Why? It's not the right shape of these ab things. These ab things. It's clearly someone that never had abs. These strange muscle things that I don't possess. I tried to get them before, but I mean, you gotta be like, this is way too many abs. Oh my God. Now he's just blowing leaves. He's not even cutting the grass. What is the purpose of that? He just bloomed from one side to the next and then did it. Oh my God. So an ab's supposed to be at here. Is this guy superhuman? Where did he get an extra ab from? I'm looking right at the screen. He's got 9. What? This motherfucker don't even have even number abs. I swear abs is like one of those things where I'm like, I'm just gonna make all my characters fat because I cannot figure out how to draw these fucking bitches. I don't think the last one, is it supposed to be so long? It looks weird. Also doesn't help that like this dude's just pissing me off at this point. At this point, it's a joke. Now watch, as soon as I end the stream, he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm done fucking blowing leaves around for no reason. I thought that was going to look more normal, and it looks even stranger. So, what? I'm going to have to practice this off air or something. This is not coming out how I thought it would. Once I make it green, that helps. I could just make all my characters green. All right. I have to go. This is outrageous. He is on a fucking quest to ruin my life and my stream. I'm going to go fight this guy. I mean, I might lose. He is a leaf blower. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll just blow me. Later.